Reports are showing that people in the New England front office aren't happy with how the Patriots have played so far this season. Number one, I don't blame them. I'm not happy with how the Patriots have played so far this season, but it goes a little bit deeper than that. The reports show the team's frustrations are actually coming from within the leadership, within the coaching staff, and more importantly, with the lack of talent and experience that the front office equipped the Patriots with this upcoming year. And here's Doug Keaton, what he had to say with that recent report coming out, saying a team source believes that some of the team's issues stem from a lack of experience on staff. The Patriots ownership CEO and chairman Robert Kraft and president Jonathan Kraft must decide whether they'll allow that experience to come organically or if they need to step in at some point and forcibly inject more experience into the coaching staff, especially on defense. Mayo would have benefited from a veteran assistant head coach because it's not just the 1-6 start that they're struggling with. But honestly, we were not a winning football team last year, even with Bill Belichick. Obviously, that issue stemmed more from lack of talent on the field, but now you've got a lack of talent on the field and you've got a whole new coaching staff that maybe wasn't crafted to allow this rebuilding team to succeed. And I know rebuilds do take a while to actually see the final result, but a 1-6 start, I know it sucks, I know it's frustrating, but is it surprising? No. It's not. How can the Patriots win when they've got such a new system that's being developed in New England? Not only is it Drake Maye's first year in the NFL, which they tried to go with veteran Jacoby Brissett, and I do think he did his job for as long as he possibly could before we all sat down collectively and were like, all right, he's actually making us worse at this point. But you gave first-year head coach Jerod Mayo, you surrounded him with other first years. Where is the experience coming from? Where is the determination, the grit, the power? Where is that supposed to stem from when all of these guys are trying to follow the leader, but the leader doesn't know where to go? You got a rookie defensive coordinator. You got a rookie head coach. You got a very inexperienced offensive coordinator. I'm just not sure where the leadership is supposed to stem from. And then you take in the external factors, stuff that you could not have prepared for this season, and the fact that your captains have been wiped out by injuries, by their own fulfillments, I guess, or their own actions, with Jabril Peppers being arrested. Now he's on the commissioner's exempt list. Jacoby Brissett, he was benched. Ja'Whaun Bentley, he was injured. David Andrews, he was injured. So now you've got inexperience on the field, and you traded away Matthew Judon. You lost Christian Barmore. Keon White, a second-year player. Christian Gonzalez, a second-year player. Kyle Duggar, who's supposed to be a captain, he's off and on the injury report. I mean, it's a scroll at this point of just long lists of issues that the Patriots walked into, and now they're sitting in it saying, how did we get here? It's like looking at the quicksand, jumping in the quicksand, and then struggling to get out of the quicksand. Overall, my number one take from just all of this is that there is no doubt that Mayo was thrown into a failing organization. Could that have been benefited? Could that have been Jerod Mayo's chance to finally make this into a winning program after the last couple of years? Absolutely. But you gave a rookie other rookies. And now they're just kind of the blind leading the blind and hoping that along the way somebody's going to figure out how to win a football game. And it's just a struggling rebuild year, in my opinion. But the Patriots may have struck out with this one. I understand that Jerod Mayo was handpicked 5 years ago to be Bill Belichick's successor. But was the OC? Was the DC? No. There's no way that could have been the issue. So I have a question here for you guys. Is the coaching staff a little bit too inexperienced? It's all right if you want to do a rebuild, but look, the Washington Commanders had to do a rebuild, right? And now they're actually winning ball games this year with a rookie quarterback. They've got a lot of their veterans on the team. It's a very different organization. But guess what? They chose Dan Quinn to come be the head coach. He's been an NFL head. He's been an NFL coach. He's been in systems. He's been in winning systems. He's just bringing that winning system now to Washington. Jerod Mayo, no prior experience. Where can he go from here? It's either very down or very up. Type Y for yes, type N for no. But it's not just the team sources, right? It's not just the front office. It's the players. How can the players go into this and trust the man that's leading them week in and week out when I think that they don't even know where to go? So there was a player-led meeting. And it was led by one defensive captain that we're going to talk about here in just a moment because I think he had some good words to say to the team. But before we do that, if you guys want to go test your skills and the number one daily fantasy sports app in America, then I highly suggest downloading Prize Picks. Prize Picks is where I go pretty much every single day to test my skills out. I love just testing out what I know about ball and how much I know about ball and really just picking more or less on a player's projected stats. That's all you have to do. Minimum of 2 players, maximum of 6 players, and you can win up to 100 times your cash while running your game all season long on Prize Picks. So, for Sunday's games, I just want to make this very simple. I love taking the more. That's just how I like to play Prize Picks. And hey, I've won a lot of entries and I've won a lot of money playing this game. So sometimes the more does work. But I know that some people have like to always pick less. Well, that's the beauty of it. Everybody has their own way of playing. So if you guys want to pick more or less, super easy. All you guys have to do is download the Prize Picks app. Use code CLNS for you're going to get $50 instantly the first time you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today. Use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. So you've got a lack of leadership on the field, but now it's starting to dribble into off the field. Now you've got players who are vocalizing? Is that a word? Yeah, okay. Vocalizing their frustrations externally, which looks horrible on the team. So now you've got a defensive captain coming out here after they lost to the second worst team in the NFL, the Jacksonville Jaguars, saying, guys, what are we doing? But who spoke out? Who finally stepped up after 7 weeks of just crapping the bed and decided to say, we need to come together as players because we're all professionals and we need to start seeing a winning product in New England? Ja'Whaun Bentley. The man has a torn pectoral. He's not even playing. You had to get a defensive captain. The reason why he is a defensive captain is because he's so vocal and because people respect him and listen to him. But he's not even out there getting hit every week. And he finally stepped up and said, guys, enough is enough. Bentley wanted to really talk about the elephant in the room, right? Which is kind of how the egos of the players, which some have pointed out, have just kind of taken control. And Bentley has said, look, just those little details of keep being who you are. Don't change. It's about your question to holding each other accountable. Be careful when you say that. Be careful when you post that. Ja'Whaun Polk, KJ Osborne. It's looking out for your brothers and keep staying together. Things are trying to break us apart, and we have to stay together. So now the Patriots players are saying, look, if we want to start winning ball games, it's going to start with us. You can blame the head coach as much as you want, but it's the Patriots who are out there playing every single Sunday. And I wanted to emphasize this because after 6 straight losses in 7 straight weeks, 3 receivers went to social media voicing their frustrations. And it started with KJ Osborne posting on his Instagram with an unidentified person saying, I know you're not happy. I know you're frustrated. Keep doing you. Keep working. And of course, KJ Osborne responds with, I got you. But then Ja'Whaun Polk, who really has nobody to blame but himself and all the targets that he's been handed and all the targets he has dropped that could have been receptions, posts on his Instagram story, ... peace out. What the hell does that mean? Are you leaving? What the hell does that mean? And then you've got Kayshon Boutte, who has actually had the most wide receiver snaps of any other player on this team. He's voicing his frustrations. In the game, I get frustrated when I'm not getting thrown the ball, knowing that I've caught every ball that's thrown to me this season. Slight flex, Boutte. I just feel like I would always go to the sideline and demand the ball. So whether it was that deep ball, that I asked for that in the Texans game, that deep touchdown ball, I asked for that. So I feel like I shouldn't have to really ask. First of all, tell me why I actually agree with Kayshon Boutte. Tell me why I'm over here screaming my head off every week to get Demario Douglas the football, to get Hunter Henry the football, to get Kayshon Boutte the football, and stop throwing it to Ja'Whaun Polk, who can't catch to save his life right now. It comes down to one factor: the fucking play caller. It's Alex Van Pelt. if you've got 3 out of 7 wide receivers that are pissed off, it's Alex Van Pelt. And I have not been happy with him either. But now you've got people in the front office not happy. Now you got players not happy. Now you got fans not happy. When is something going to change? Or are we just going to plummet and be a 1-16 team? Because let me tell you, it's going to be a long season if that is the case. Is it too late to turn this around? I'm not the GM. I'm not the head coach. I'm just the host of Patriots Today by Chat Sports, and I'm sick of this. And if you're sick of it, tell me if they can turn it around. Comment why not. I'm a pretty positive person, but man, not too much to be positive about when it comes to New England Patriots football. So if you guys want to talk about it more, comment down below. Let's talk about it. I talk, you talk, and then let's discuss it. As always, hit that sub button for me, and I'll be live on Sunday.